Hi, hello, greetings, and welcome back to the only channel on YouTube where you can witness my slow decline into insanity in real time. Okay, come on guys, you're all too much, I'll stop it, I'm depressed. Okay, so does anybody remember MattyBRaps? You know, the scrawny, white, suburban, preteen rapper who got famous on the internet for making clean covers of rap songs back in like 2014 maybe? Well, apparently, and nobody decided to make me aware of this, but I guess he has like an entire life memoir. And not like a recent one now that he's like an adult. Like I'm talking about, you know, when he was 13 years old. Can we please stop making children famous on the internet? Please. I'm tired of being almost 22 years old, still surviving off of party pizzas, while literal children build multi-million-dollar empires on the internet for being cringy. It's degrading, you know? You shouldn't be so famous at age 13 that you can write an entire life's memoir. But here we are. Save some clout for the rest of us, please. I'm just my only request. Anyways, I got this book from a friend during a white elephant gift exchange the other week, and I decided, why not look at it? And, well, here we are. Now, before we jump in and clown on this book, and believe me, there will be clowning, I should specify that I hold no ill will towards MattyBRaps.
Besides intense jealousy.
He was just a kid when all of this was going on, and Lord knows if I were posting things online when I was 13, much less famous at 13, it would be the cringiest thing in the world. Good thing I don't post anything cringy online as a full-grown adult. Oh God. For real though, this is all just for fun. No hate at all. In fact, Maddie, if you're watching this, hit me up. Let's collab, come on. Please, I'm desperate. Anyways, let's jump into the madness and look at some of the best excerpts from this hit, breathtaking novel, and what will probably be the first and only official review of Matty B's That's a Wrap. So the way that this book is structured is kind of weird, right? Like it technically tells a cohesive story, but every chapter is just sort of like its own thing, so you can kind of just get the gist of it by jumping in anywhere. I'd assume that was to accommodate for his, preteen audience's attention span. So I've decided, instead of reading the entire book to you in painstaking detail, why don't we just look at some of my favorite passages and have a little chit-chat about it, Have a little goof, a little clown, whatever you want to call it, a little bit of clowning, nothing much. And yes, I am going to be referring to the chapters as passages to sound smart and academic. I'm not sorry. The first passage I want to talk about in this book is about how Matty B supposedly was a secret agent at age 7. Like, Matty B. Can I call you Matty? I know you aren't trying to clickbait me in book form, because I know you aren't a secret agent, Matty. I know. You better have some substantial claims to back this up. I used to be a secret agent. I was one when I was 7. The whole 7-year-old rapping thing, just a cover-up. My day job, same with school and family and all that, cover-ups. Forget James Bond. The name's B. Matty B. Whew. Is it getting hot in here? Is it just me? If I could write the scripts to my videos half as well as Matty B can throw down some bars in his book, I would already have 1 million subscribers. I'm just throwing that out there. The story goes on to talk about how his cousin Mars, yes, that's his real name, just don't question it, okay? Anyways, he tells Matty B that he was a secret agent once, and then Matty B also tells his cousin that he's a secret agent, as like 7-year-olds do. And that's fine, that's like a cute little story, but was that really such like a pivotal moment in your life that you had to include that in your life memoir? I mean, that kind of just highlights the entire issue with the book, right? That it's a life memoir written by somebody who's not even in high school yet. Like, that's pretty much the entire story too, because all of the chapters in this book are like 1 to 2 pages long, max. And that's including the photos and the fire bars at the top of every single section. Some things I can't share, because my spy tools are rare. Damn, bro. Really spitting those epic fire bars. You'll see it's kind of like a running theme throughout this book that it's basically a book about nothing. Kind of like Seinfeld, but just without any of the talent. Take this next chapter, for instance. We're literally outside of these 2 sentences. The entire thing is just a painfully cringy dialogue with Siri on his iPod Touch. Yeah, remember those things from the caveman era? I don't know why I do these things. There's also this chapter, which quite literally is just this one single sentence. Like, I get the joke he's making is that fame didn't change him. But like, if you're writing a life memoir at age like 13, 14 years old, you know, something's gotta snap inside of you to get to that point, right? You don't just get massively famous at 13 years old and just don't develop an ego. There's also this one chapter about making money off of YouTube, and considering it was written in a pre-demonetization world, it's so funny to read in the current era. And by funny, I mean just really depressing. I didn't know you could get paid for these videos. Don't get used to it, kid. It's all downhill from here. Mom likes to say content is king. Dad likes to say views are king. Maybe I should just say I'm the king and then make a video about it. Oh wait, I did. Hey Maddie, what was it you were just saying about how like fame didn't change you, you know? Was I just making that up? Did I just not hear that? Just asking. Of course, maybe I should just shut up because I don't want to get lumped in as
A hater.
Because as we know, Matty B does not respect haters at all. I know this because he wrote an entire chapter on it. Haters stay mad cause my feet stay crisp and my hits stay big cause I do it like this. You know, they say the most telling sign that you don't care about your haters at all is if you dedicate an entire chapter to your life memoir about your haters. Of course, we don't really have haters anymore, do we? We just sort of cancel people on Twitter and move on with our lives. One very odd fact I learned from this book that I just really wish I didn't know. I wish I could unlearn this. But I guess his fan base is referred to as B-boys and B-girls. I don't know why. Like, that's the best you could come up with? Like, seriously? Even Matty Beards would flow better than that. Really anything would flow better than that. And if you were curious, the entire chapter is about how his music isn't just for preteen girls. It's for boys too, okay? The boys can enjoy this. Certified the boys classic. Although normally, if you have to devote an entire section in your life memoir about how your music or whatever you're doing isn't just for preteen girls, it's probably just for preteen girls. Perhaps the strangest part of this book are the parts where Matty B or whoever was helping him write this just they just sort of gave up writing and just started filling the pages with whatever ludicrous bullshit they could think of. Like, there's these factoids that fill up entire pages about Matty's interests, which are about as boring as you would imagine a 13-year-old's interests are. Take his list of places he'd like to travel one day, for instance. Bahamas to go water sliding, Colorado to ski, and I guess he couldn't really think of any more because he just kind of throws Paris and Hawaii in there with no explanations. Wow, dude. Really must have racked your brain coming up with those. Racked the old noggin, you know. 8 ways to make everything awesome. Okay, Maddie, let's hear what your tips are. Let's hear what your tips to make everything awesome is. 1, add candy. 2, lots of whipped cream. Okay, so he likes his food sweet, nothing wrong with that. 3, involve sports in it? Okay, hold up, hold the phone. Are we not making food in this scenario? What's going on? 4, remember your phone charger. For what? Like, what? How does all of this correlate? Can someone explain that to me? Do I need to, like, a degree in, like, psychology to understand this? Yeah, I'll remember this next time I'm at, like, a funeral, you know? Start tossing some candy and whipped cream at the funeral guest. Tossing the old pigskin. Make it epic, you know? Make it an epic funeral. God, what the hell? Perhaps one of my favorite of these are Matty's favorite food. Like, come on. Let's see what Matty B's taste palette is like. Cool Whip, pizza, grilled cheese, mac and cheese. What is this kid, 13? Oh wait. By far my favorite part of the entire book is the full color photographic timeline of Matty's life. It's just the centerpiece of the book. And it's hilarious because, like, he's only 13, so he hasn't really, like, gone through any life events yet, so they really had to stretch to get stuff in there. Like this photo of him on graduation day, but like it's his kindergarten graduation because he's literally still in 8th grade. Like he hasn't even graduated 8th grade yet. When you spot a cute girl at school. JK. Good save there, Maddie. Almost alienated your fan base that still thinks cooties are real. Some of these just have like hashtags in the caption for some reason. Like Maddie, you know this is a book, right? Like I can't click it. Well, do you know how hashtags work? You know it's not just like a trend, right? Like they serve a purpose on like your electronic device. It's not cool to just throw them places. I mean, it's not even cool to use them in general. Who are we kidding? I love this photo of him and his friends just trying really hard to look like gangster, but like they're 7-year-old suburban white kids. Like I'm pretty sure this is gonna end up like in a museum in like 2,000, 3,000 years when like archaeologists are trying to piece together what life was like in 2014. It's gonna baffle a lot of people is what I'm trying to get at here. There's a lot more I could go over. Trust me, this is only scraping like the tip of the iceberg. Yeah, I've kind of just lost too many brain cells reading this already. I think this is a good stopping point. I think that the lesson all of us cloutless folks can learn from this is thank God we didn't get internet famous at like 13. Praise the Lord. Again, no hate towards Matty B, none at all. In fact, I actually feel kind of bad for him. I mean, the cringiest parts of his childhood were blown up for the entire world to see. Or at least I start to feel bad.
Until I remember how much clout he has.
Hey guys, thanks for watching and making it to the end of this video. If you enjoyed, please consider leaving a like and subscribing to my channel. And if you didn't enjoy, then what the hell are you still doing here? You could have clicked off forever ago. I've also relaunched the GregCubed Gang Discord server, so if you have Discord and you want to join the community, the link is in the description and in my header on YouTube, so check it out. Until then, see you next time.